Hi everybody, it's Mark Pollock with Pollock Properties, powered by Livian and Keller Williams Experience. We're here with Dave Fako and Big Edge Shed. So tell us what you got going on. There's an event coming up that people can sign up for.
Yes, we run a local catering and event barbecue and grilling business, and one of the things we really like to do is barbecue classes. We've done quite a few of them at Pollyanna before and the library, and on April 22nd we have one coming up at Pollyanna again. We're going to do what I call my Backyard Barbecue 101 class. This is where we go through a little bit of everything in barbecue. We teach a little bit about the history, the regional styles of barbecue. We talk a little bit about smokers and the equipment you can use. Definitely talk about wood and fire building, which I think is the most important thing to learn about backyard barbecue. And then we go through some prep, and at the end we also eat some of the food we cook. And we have a few beers too.
Yeah, you drink beer. It's at Pollyanna, so you have a beer or two while you're cooking. I have taken the class, and I love the barbecue. So it was an awesome class, and I look. There's 20 spots available, so sign up. Actually, a lot of people have taken them, so there's only a few spots left. But there will be more classes coming up in the future. So let's see. Tell us what types of meats will you be cooking that day?
At the classes, I typically do the range of what I would call the trinity of barbecue. So you start with your pulled pork. So we'll definitely show how to prep pork shoulders for pulled pork. We'll show you how to season it, how to cook it, how to pull it properly, and different ways to serve it. We'll do brisket. Again, we'll talk about how to buy the brisket, what types of brisket to buy, show you how to prep it, trim it, season it, cooking it and smoking it, and then obviously how to serve it and properly slicing it. That's one of the things you really got to learn with brisket. And we'll probably do some chicken as well. Probably cook up some chicken thighs because they cook up pretty quick. And show you how to serve them either as a sandwich or as a pulled chicken sandwich.
All right, awesome. And he runs a catering business, and he's got his own sauce as well. So you can, these, we bought these for Christmas, and I got these as a Christmas gift, and he actually dropped it off while I was actually barbecuing. That was good timing. So he gave me some tips in the middle of my barbecue session.
He got some last minute tips on his brisket he was making for Christmas.
Yeah, it was a good brisket with a mop on it, wine mop. It was good. So this is a Memphis sauce. He's got a West Carolina and a South Carolina. So you got mustard and vinegar based sauces.
Right. So what I like to do with my barbecue is kind of focus on traditional, regionally based barbecue. So as you just described, I have a Memphis style. That's kind of a tomato-based, sweet and tangy barbecue sauce. We have our Western Carolina style, which is kind of more of a vinegar, tomato-based one. And then my South Carolina style, which is my personal favorite, which is a mustard-based sauce, and following that style of barbecue. It's the second oldest style of barbecue in America too, although if you look at the South Carolina Barbecue Association logo, they claim to be the birthplace of American barbecue. So there's a little bit of an argument about that.
All right, awesome. And if, as far as if I wanted to do catering, like do you do birthday parties, small parties, big parties? What size?
We'll do small parties. I just catered a party here in Lemont for some confirmations that were as small as 10 to 15. We've done events of 300 plus. I actually have one on my schedule this summer for over 300. So everything in between, but definitely some, 50 to 100 to 200 are ranges we can accommodate.
All right, awesome. And then you bring the smoker to the event, like if is it a mobile?
Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we do cooking on site as it's needed.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't. But related to my barbecue classes, we actually do at-home barbecue classes too. Some people actually bring us in not only to cater the party, but we conduct the class as part of their party.
Okay.
So it makes it kind of a fun, interactive program for the class rather than us just dropping off the barbecue.
So we could have a pool party at our house, and you could teach people.
Definitely, and I love your pool. Right. I've been around there before.
That sounds good. We're going to definitely have to plan that. All right, so give us the date again. What?
The Pollyanna barbecue class is Saturday, April 22nd from 11 to 3 p.m. Like he said, it's about 3/4 full already, so there's a handful of slots available. We will be doing more, probably at Pollyanna and other locations in town throughout the summer.
All right, one last thing. Give us one quick tip for a backyard barbecuer.
You know what? One of the hardest things people deal with is brisket.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is they might get the smoking right, the seasoning right, everything right, and then they slice it wrong. and it ends up a mess. And you got to slice it against the grain. And I actually teach this in my class. There's a way you can identify the grain before you.
That's the one tip I remember from the class.
Before you actually put it on the smoker, before you actually season it with your rub, you actually do a starter slice, and then kind of toothpick it where you slice it. That way you know how to slice it after you're done smoking. It's one of my favorite tips.
It is. It's genius. It worked. I actually did it a couple weeks ago. Perfect. Works great. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. Everybody sign up for the class. It's coming, and the spots are filling up. And there's going to be a couple more. So I went to the class last year. It's definitely worth it. It's a great time just to hang out and learn barbecue and have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.